Welcome back, everyone, to a new episode of Bedtime Baseball. I'm your host, DudeFood, and we are getting into some ranked seasons here. It is the brand new season. Willie Mays is the ranked season's reward, and we're hopping in with a variation of the all-time White Sox team. So you can see our outfield is going to be George Foster, Luis Robert, Ken Griffey Jr., White Sox legend, Paul Konerko on the infield. This is where the variation comes in. Corey Seeger is a brand new card, and we're going to be using him even though he never played for the White Sox. Jimmy Rollins, Jim Thome at third, and Grandal behind the dish. Then on the bench we have Frank Thomas, Jose Abreu, Nick Madrigal, Kenny Lofton, and Larry Doby. Not a bad bench by any stretch. Now our rotation does have Chris Sale, but he unfortunately probably won't be able to start this game. We have El Duque, Kopech, Burley, who also probably won't start, so the pitching staff will be a variation as well. We will probably start Corbin Burns in this game, despite not being a White Sox player, and about half the bullpen has White Sox as well. We can't guarantee that our opponent is going to be playing on Hall of Fame, and that's fine by me because I have not warmed up. We're going to be going into this cold, and a game on All-Star wouldn't be too bad. We are going to be the home team here, and we'll take a look at his starting pitcher and team. He's got Corey Kluber on the mound, and the God Squad, about as good as it gets right there. He does also have the 99 chipper, so either he went 12-0 in BR, or he managed to get one of those million stub buy orders, and he is 25-1, so this has got to be some kind of alternate account, and obviously went 12-0 probably multiple times. First batter already a battle going into pitch number 8 here. Takes ball 4 with the leadoff man. Lots of speed aboard. We're going to have a play at the plate here. Big arm at short. He is going to be hosed at the plate. He rounded third a little bit late. Tried to go for it. And it ends up not working out for him. If you are watching during election week, hopefully this video is finding you at the right time to calm the nerves, help you out a little bit, and relax as craziness ensues. A couple of big check swings there get us up 2-0 in the count. And off the end of the bat, Ken Griffey flies out to Ken Griffey. 1-2 to Jimmy Fox. Strike 3 on the corner, so after a nearly disastrous first inning where we gave up 0 runs, second inning we get 2 strikeouts. And finally our first base hit right up the middle with George Foster on a slurve on the corner. Let's see if this can set up anything for Corey Seeger now. Seeger with a great swing on the changeup. He is the only non-White Sox player in this lineup, but he hits it way out of here off of Kluber. That one feels like it should be replayable after how hard it was hit. Opponent wants a friendly quit. We've already played a couple innings. We're not going to friendly quit. So a big 2-run homer from Corey Seeger puts us up 2-0. Now let's see what goes on here in the top of the third. Jim Thome with the easy play against the pitcher. Now back to the top of the lineup where he did do some damage and ended up just kind of falling apart because of one base running mistake. Softly hit to Jimmy Rollins. Nice animation. Flips onto first. Quick inning in the top of the third. Feels to me so far like he's going to a lot of sinkers against the righties and cutters against the lefties. So we're going to be looking dead red for sinker here as he throws a cutter first pitch. Griffey is all over that one, pulls it foul. Finally, we didn't whiff the cutter with the lefty. Full count now to Chipper Jones, leadoff man in the inning. Get a nice little sinker up and in for strike 3. After a walk to Hornsby, he's got Ken Griffey Jr. up here. So far, both opponents have been taking some wild hacks. And not a whole lot to show for it here as Griffey rounds into the double play. Third, onto the shortstop, back to first. Don't let Paul Konerko's numbers against the righties fool you. He can kill the sinker. The opponent right now not really challenging in the zone because I've been swinging at everything. We're going to have to learn to lay off a couple pitches here. Blessed by another check swing, and we're going to take first base with the leadoff man in the bottom of the 4th. It's been a while since we've seen a combo of Konerko and Jim Thome for the White Sox, but that was a blessed time. Only there was a way in Diamond Dynasty to get Paul Konerko, Jim Thome, and Frank Thomas all on the same team. We're going to get a little pop out here to left center. I thought that was actually going to drop for a second, but I'm kind of glad it did not. I would have felt bad about that one. Still yet to force him to throw bad pitches. 2-2 with a 2 outs to Seeger. It's going to be ball 3. Runner will be off with a pitch. We end up taking ball 4. He's been going to the 4-seam a little bit more recently. And Grandal comes up with runner in scoring position. Maybe for the first time in the game. Strike 3 called to Yasmani Grandal. Great pitch. So in this game, we have now both homered with Corey Seeger. Thankfully, mine had a runner on. Both of us homered off a changeup. Corbin Burns is a great option in the starting rotation if you need another starting pitcher. I've been using him for a little while now, and he's been throwing great start after great start. One thing to note is that he has pretty low stamina. So if you do want to use him, make sure that he doesn't throw any more than 6 innings for you. In this case, I will be keeping him in. We could use a little more offense, but I'd like to keep him down on defense as well. Stopped there by Konerko. Flip on a first. High lollipop flip even though he didn't need to. Result in a base hit. Runners off to second base. Strong throw from Grandal. Gets Ty Cobb. Does not go for a hook slide. And he is called out at second base. It's up and in on him. George Foster in left field. It's not going to be able to get there. Most other left fielders in Diamond Dynasty would have been able to. Let's see if that comes back to punish us. Similar situation to Blake Snell in the playoffs. 73 pitches. Only 1 run allowed though. We're going to choose to keep our man in. And he is going to induce a line drive to center field on a pretty decent pitch below the zone. So it is still 2-1 in our favor. Sitting dead red for cutters this inning. Griffey, by the way, this year, if you have not gotten him yet, it might be the best version of Griffey we've ever seen. Not necessarily on paper, but in terms of how well he plays. I think Griffey, as an immortal, was as good as it gets. One of the best cards of that year. But last year, in the first year he came out, he had some odd things going on, especially on defense last year. And as well, for me, at the plate. This year, he's been crushing just about everything in sight. Not sure how much of a leash I'm going to give Corbin Burns here. Most likely just 1 base runner, and that'll be it. Got 1 chance to make a good pitch here. Just narrowly misses strike 3 called. That'll be it for Burns. We're going to go to Mariano Rivera here. The next 2 hitters have somewhat of reverse splits. Not that they're bad against the other side, but just better against the same side. One pitch that has been an out pitch all game so far has been the cutter. So I'm comfortable with going to Mariano here. Prestige version of Mariano Rivera. Sounds like a perfect to right field. On a pitch that may have been off the plate. Great pitch and stayed with it. Nearly hung another slider to Corey Seeger. That's pretty much the spot where I hit my home run. It's going to be hard hit to right field. He's on Mariano's cutter, unlike the cutter from Corbin Burns. Another play at the plate possibly. He's going to be safe easily. And we are in trouble. That was about as good of a cutter as you can throw. Not too happy with the results of these swings because they've been in respectable spots. Tip the cap to some good swings. Not trying to roll over early in the game, my opponent had been rolling over just about everything. Now staying on those pitches, going with them the other way. I think we're going to go ahead and force a matchup move here. We'll go to Garrett Crochet. He will likely go to a righty. And with no outs here, we're trying to get the double play, trade 2 for 1. Though Crochet is not much of a ground ball pitcher. Just a hair out in front of that one. Almost a 3-run shot. Try to dot him inside. Go right pitch. We now face Ty Cobb with 1 out. Going to be very tough to turn to here. In fact, in these situations with runners at first and third, the game tends to not give you double play depth. So instead, we're going to go and just try to strike him out. Going to try to beat him inside one more time. And we do. We are able to get the strikeout on Ty Cobb. And now Fernando Tatis representing some insurance runs. Not where I wanted that pitch. We get the foul ball. And nice play from Jimmy Rollins. So we do give up the lead. But we're only down by 1. We are the home team. We got 3 opportunities left. And most importantly, he has to take out Corey Kluber. He's going to go to Zach Britt. He calls strike 3. Same exact pitch on the opposite side of the plate this time. Grandal was a right-handed batter this time, left-handed batter the first time. Crochet will only be facing Chipper here, and then we'll go to Gagne after that. Ball's pulled down the left field line. I think it's going to go foul. Still a 2-2 pitch now to Chipper Jones. We do have the fat yellow bar, but usually when that happens, I end up throwing a home run. It's strike 3 instead. And he is going to be out at first base. Garrett Crochet did a phenomenal job out of the pen. Tip the cap to him, and we're going to go over to Gagne now. Try to bridge the gap to the 9th inning. And I know better than to throw that pitch. Cutter away, well away from Hornsby is okay. But anything hard middle away in the zone is going to get crushed. He doubles his lead, 4-2. Strike 3 to Griffey. In a pretty close spot to his happy zone. That low and away fastball historically in this game has been dangerous to throw to Griff. Strike 3 once again. Lots and lots and lots of strikeouts in this game. We're hoping we can stay alive, drive in a run. We haven't had many hits in this game either. Just flailing at pitches, nothing going right. How brutal would it be for my opponent if we came back and won this? Most likely he's going to bring in a righty. So we're going to try Abreu, see if he goes to a right-handed pitcher anyway. I didn't want to burn Frank Thomas just yet. Abreu sends one deep to center, but that one's going to be at the wrong part of the yard because at 404 feet, it's going to be an out. There's a hard hit ball from Luis Robert and an opposite field home run. Finally touch up Zach Britton there. And he's going to face Ken Griffey Jr. I want a hanging slider. If we can get a hanging slider, it is a tie ball game. A couple of high sinkers have gotten me. We were looking for the slider. Touch it up a little bit. Hard hit up the middle. After he threw the first couple by me, I had to concede. We couldn't look for the slider anymore. Finally going to go to Gagne here against Konerko. Konerko represents the go-ahead run, actually. I think we're going to get a hittable fastball at some point this at-bat.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Just can't swing at the bad ones before that. There was a fastball that he looked like he might have wanted to challenge with.
1 and 2.
2-2 now to Paulie. Riffy at first base. We're locking in. Full count.
3-2.
Great pitch. Bringing in Chapman to try and get 3 outs here in the top of the 9th. It is so hard to close in these games. He's going to bring in Mondesi to pinch hit for Seeger, which is not a bad idea. But my thoughts are on what's going to happen in the bottom of the 9th. Who's he going to bring in? Because it's so hard to lock it down. It seems like a lot of the 99, some of the best relief pitchers, they just don't always have it every game. Manages to get check swing on ball 4, so speed on base to lead off the top of the 9th. Narrowly misses strike 2. Instead we get a 2-1 count. Can knock at the back door with Chapman. Dangerous pitch incoming. Now he's got the first 2 men on. Justin Turner coming in to pinch hit. Not a card you really see too much in ranked. Hard hit to the third baseman. Jim Thome plays it cleanly. And we do end up getting 2 outs on 1 swing. Fly ball to left field from Ty Cobb. And we are going to the bottom of the 9th. This is it. He's going to be bringing in his own Chapman. Jim Thome leading it off. I think we are going to pinch hit with Frank Thomas here, as we are towards the top of the lineup, and we still have options to pinch hit later. All over it and just underneath it. From Britton, he really liked his up and away. We end up getting a check swing. Chipper at third base cannot make the play over to first against Frank Thomas. Now, we're going to go to Kenny Lofton here. Leaves us a couple of options on the bench.
0-1.
See if he ends up throwing a wild pitch.
Count is 2-1.
He really thinks I'm going. Really wants to catch me off. Now a 3-1 count, focusing way too much on the runner, I think. That was the pitch. That was the pitch. No problem. We got Corey Seeger, the man of the hour. The only one that doesn't belong on this team. But he's here to try to do one thing and one thing only. High and deep to right field. That is going to be an out. Not a good swing. Missed the PCI. We are down to the last batter of the game. It is in the form of Grandal. Runner still on first. We're still looking for that high fastball. All over it, just foul.
I got to count 2-2.
2-2 now. Once again, a full count to Grandal. He's thrown 2 up and in sinkers to get me on strike 3 already. Let's see if he tries again. It's going to be ball 4. Jimmy Rollins with a tying run at second base.
Ball. Yeah. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey.
Should have been looking downstairs. We're going to pop out to end this game. Unfortunate. Should have been looking downstairs. I don't have any reason why I kept looking upstairs after he threw 42 times at the bottom of the zone. Unfortunately, that is going to end it for us. I should have looked at how many strikeouts we had, because there were a lot on both ends. We put up a fight, couldn't quite get the job done, so we drop our first game. We're going to be playing on All-Star for the next one. GG's to the opponents. And that'll be it for this episode of Bedtime Baseball. Hopefully it was relaxing for you, because it was not relaxing for me. Very stressed out at the moment. But hopefully that helped you lower your blood pressure, helps you out for this election season, and quiet the brain. We'll be back with the All-Time White Sox team for Ranked on Friday with the new content, new team affinity, so there will be a new player on that squad. So make sure you check it out on Twitch Friday night. Make sure to subscribe and like the video if you enjoyed, and I will catch you all next time.